So if your child really knows how to say car, this is a car, ball, and blah, then we have to twist it. We put it in the array, okay? Then you ask your child, point to or show me ball. Then he has to point to ball or showing the ball. That way you are practicing the other way of listener responding.
1, 2, 3, and don't you stop the music, get into it, won't you dance with me? Find a place and lose it, you can do it, won't you dance with me?
Hello and welcome back to ZM2J's channel. This is Jocelyn P. Mangnibin, a board certified behavior analyst and an international behavior analyst. And for those who are new to this channel, just to let you know, we are tackling about ABA here. It's Applied Behavior Analysis. And under that, we are tackling about verbal behavior, in which it has a unit of analysis as verbal operands. We finished about demanding, how to train your child how to request, and how to train your child how to echo, and what are the techniques and how to let them speak, or even according to their level, how to teach them how to request. And with that, we are moving on to another verbal operand. And this is what we call tact. And without any further ado, we're gonna go to our training, how to train tact. Okay, first of all, what is tact in verbal behavior? This is simply what we call naming items or naming actions. Okay, so some of the children, they're just looking at the item, they're just picking up the item and making some sounds out of it, but they really don't know the name of the item. And some of the kids are really enthusiastic in looking at the books and flipping the books and very happy to look at it, but they don't know how to name it. And so it is our turn to train them how to name the items. So, how to train tact, naming. Alright, so before we go to the actual training that I'm gonna show you with the twist, I'm gonna show you first a technical part, a little technical part, okay? Remember the A, B, and C of the behavior contingencies, okay? For the tact or naming, we have the non-verbal SD or discriminative stimulus. That means it's non-verbal. Anything that is in the surrounding or the environment, anything. And then the response is the name of the item. And when you said the name of the item, you will give a GCR, which is generalized conditioned reinforcers. Good job. Yes, that's right. That is what is the name of the item. For example, your child saw this in the environment, and then your child said, ball. And then your reinforcer will be, yes, you're right, that's a ball. Okay, now some children, they are really not trained really well about naming. So we need to start reinforcing first with the primary reinforcers and our praise, and then later on we just fade out the primary reinforcer with the generalized reinforcer, which is our praise. Okay, so let's start with that. So first we will use our technique as Echoic. Okay, for example, the item is car, and we can use the technique of discrete trial training. Sometimes in our center we call it discrete trial training, but at home practically, you can do like this, like Echoic. What is this? Or even if your child saw it, and then your child will not say anything if he doesn't know it, then you will train through Echoic. What is this? Say car. Then your child must say car. That's good, saying car. And then you can repeat and repeat the scenario that every time you saw something like this, you can do the echo. What is this? Say car. Then your child will say car, and then you reinforce. And sometimes you can give at least 2 seconds delay so that your child will have the opportunity to be independent. So when you ask, what is this? 1 second, 2 seconds, he might say it. Or within 2 seconds, if he didn't say it, then you prompt. Same is true with the technique of how to mand using the echoic. There is a time delay 2 seconds and then 4 seconds and so on and so forth until such time you don't need to prompt the child. There's also a technique when you're prompting with the sound fading, okay? For example, what is this car? Say car, okay? And then the second round will be, what is this? Say ka. Okay, almost a half. You're not saying the r, okay? And then the last one will be, what is this? Say k. Okay, and so on and so forth. All right? Same is true with the ball, okay, and with the block. So same thing with the echoic technique. You can also help your child name the items around him. Now, what is the twist that I'm saying? Actually, this is about relational frame theory. So with this, we are deriving actually. If your child really has a strong naming of the items, then you can train the other way, the listener responding. Let's try it. All right, so if your child really knows how to say car, this is a car, ball, and block, then we have to twist it. We put it in the array. Okay, then you ask your child, point to or show me ball. Then he has to point to ball or showing the ball. That way you are practicing the other way of listener responding. So when you ask, what is this? Ball. Wow, yes, that's nice saying ball. That's the ball. Can you show me the ball now? Then he will get this. You know why? Because we already trained that this is a ball, or he already knows that this is a ball. But that's a twist. The other way around is for the listener responding. In that way, we are stimulating the cognitive part of listening to you. Same is true with the car. For example, what is this? Car. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, can you give me the car? And then he will give it to you. And then you say, good job, that is a car. So that is how you flip it, okay? And sometimes we can make more. Like we can even add the function, okay? Or even the feature. For example, what is this? Car. Yes, that's a car, you're right. Can you show me the car? This is a car, right? You're right. What is this part? Wheels. Then that's the time you train your child. This wheels. Yeah. Can you touch the wheel? Yes, you're right. What does a car have? Wheel. Yeah. And then you can keep it. What has wheel? And then car. So it's like connected to each other, and some of the points you don't need to train. They are derived. Let's try the other way. For example, saying car. What is this? Car. Okay. Can you show me the car? And then he will point at this. Okay. Yes, that's right. This is the car. Car says vroom, vroom. Okay, so that's another language. Vroom, vroom. Car says vroom, vroom. Okay. Then you can keep it. What says vroom, vroom? Then it will be connected to car. That is also one kind of practicing. And actually, there are lots of things that you can derive from naming into having the function and the features. It's really up to the level of the child. Like for example, we use the marker this time. What is this? If your child knows the marker. This is a marker. You're right. Okay, can you show me the marker? And then he'll point at it. That's right. Okay. And then you will show how to write. What am I doing? Then you will train writing. Okay, so that is naming the action now. What am I doing? Writing. Then ask him, show me writing. Yes, that's right. That's how you write. Okay, and then you can keep this. What do you write with? Or what do you use for writing? Marker. Or if you use the pencil, you train the pencil. Okay? And so on and so forth. You see how exciting it is to train your child how to name items and then derive it into the function, into the features, and so on and so forth. It's so enjoyable when you see your child acquiring these skills, and it's really fast kind of training. As long as you have a proper prompting and then proper reinforcement, then your child hopefully will acquire these skills. So I guess that's it. That is for our tacting or tact or naming items or actions. We use the specific naming of simple items and deriving it into the actions that you can do from it, the function that you can use the item with, or the features that the item has. Just don't be confused with demand and the naming, okay? Because in demand, we need to have what? Yes, a motivating operation so that you can train your child to request. Naming is mainly just naming the items, but without the motivation. And I also encourage you to train your child in the other way around, not just naming the items. Also put it in the array, just what we did, and then show me, blah, 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 so that they can be trained also with the listener responding. And with that, I hope you enjoyed our training for today. And that is about the tact and deriving it with the functions, with the features, and so on and so forth. So I hope I can see you again on my next video. Please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button. And please share this to your friends who are in need of our training about applied behavior analysis in a practical way. Thank you so much. God bless you all.